Hare Krishna Guruji.
Tirumala Swami.
है नहीं फर्स्ट डिसेबल आ गया
सिर दर्द लग रहा है एक्चुअली
ज्यादा हो गया आज को सर
अच्छा ये
Prabhuji, is it audible, my voice?
मदर यशोदा
यशोदा नहीं रोगी नहीं
నేను మాది కరెంట్ లేదా
Light వేస్తాను హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ ధన్యవాద ప్రణవ్ ఈజ్ ఇట్ ఆడిబుల్ వినిపిస్తున్నారా మాట
మేబీ ఇట్లా కనిపిస్తున్నారు అంతే
వినిపించట్లేదా ఇప్పుడు
ఎక్కడ పోయినా ఏ ఫేస్లు
వినిపించట్లేదా
స్కిల్ యువర్ ట్రాన్స్జెండర్ ఫేస్
హరే కృష్ణ
తిరుమల everyone switch on your cameras wow charming faces such a charming faces are really inspiration for to speak more if I don't see your faces how I can speak yes very Sudarshan okay okay let us start with our prayers Om Agnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yatapadakammalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Krupa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So I welcome all of you for today's Vedanta Sutra discussions. So I hope all of you did your homework. You are all good devotees and good students. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes means like this. No means like this. Oglanu Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. I just
like this.
The last section I kind of needed more time to review, but so I did the first part of my review.
Like this, that means.
So yes, and I missed just one section about the after the prescribed duties. That section, but I remember.
So yes. Yeah. What about others? Mother, you did, huh? Acha,
Yes,
you wrote everything. Unmute it.
Yes, Prabhuji. Is it audible?
Yes, yes. Very less, Mataji. I don't know. My voice is audible or not? Clear? My voice?
It is
Yes,
clear.
Prabhuji.
So I'm not able to hear your voice. Maybe full volume I kept. I don't know.
Some problem in my device, Prabhuji. That's why
Acha.
it's
Acha.
not.
Okay. Kiran Mataji, your initiative name is?
Kirtida Vallabhi, Prabhuji.
Kirtita?
Vallabhi.
Kirtita.
Kirtida, Srimati
Kirtida.
Radharani's mother. Yeah, Kirtida
Okay.
Vallabhi.
Kirtida
Vallabhi. Yeah.
Vallabhi. You can change your name, Mataji. Actually, when you log in.
Sorry.
Huh?
Yeah, I'll do that now, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So that I can use that name. Yeah. Kirtida Vallabhi Mataji. Gauri Mataji. Your initiative name, what is that? Gauri Mataji. Okay. You have to work hard. It's not like that otherwise.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavad.
Yes, Mataji. Your name, you also change. You have any initiative name or not?
No, Prabhuji, I'm not initiated.
You are ISKCON devotee or not?
I'm ISKCON devotee, but I'm
Acha.
not initiated. I'm a very beginner.
Huh?
I'm a very beginner, Prabhuji.
Very beginner.
Yes, Prabhuji.
When you started?
2 years.
Acha. You are able to understand what is going here?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, then good. Okay, let's start. Today we will finish that. The last something is pending actually, and after that next adhikarana will start today. Just I will revise and please send whoever wrote there. That means whoever wrote there. So that means whatever I discussed till now. So you completed writing of that. Please send me so I can see anything changes or anything needed to correct. I can do that. Please. So it will be
Prabhuji,
useful
how
for
do we
you.
send it to you?
Yes, Mataji. I think
How
I
do
will
we
use
send
my
it to you?
earphones. One second, wait. I'll use my earphones. My speaker volume is also very low. Hare Krishna. Yes.
Prabhuji, how do we send whatever we wrote to you?
Okay, I will do on Google. Actually, forms I will create. There you can submit. I will do that. So tomorrow I will do that. Today, that means tomorrow morning. So you can. I will send link in that group or WhatsApp group. So you can send there. Okay. You can submit file there actually. Word file or whatever. Okay. Athato Brahma Jignasa. This sutra we were discussing. After, therefore, Brahman has to be inquired. This was the meaning of this sutra and this sutra's meaning. Anyway, I'm not going too back. So some Vishaya, Samshaya, Purupaksha, I'm not discussing just there. So this sutra we started Explanation also we did in the last class. Just now we want to understand the understanding of sutra is done. So just we need to refute the opponent's idea. So opponent's idea means what? They are all in general in society also you can find. You don't think that Vedantic studies are so high and they are very difficult. Nothing is like that. In general, so you will be getting this so many these things. Whatever you are getting these Purupakshas, the opponent ideas, those you also get in your day-to-day life. So such a things. People say to you or not, when you started associating devotees and trying to practice bhakti and you started giving the less importance to the karma and trying to give more and more, putting more and more faith in the bhakti and trying to surrender. As much as you put faith, that much surrenderance is possible actually. So when you try to surrender, so what people used to say to you? What they used to say? Tell me. So as much as you are surrendering to the Lord and you are trying to live your prescribed activities, what they used to tell?
Don't be so fanatic.
What Siddhartha Prabhu?
Don't be so fanatic.
Don't be fanatic. Okay. And what else?
One must do one prescribed duties, don't be fanatic.
One might be saying prescribed duties. One must do prescribed duties. And what else?
Work is worship.
Work is worship. Yes. And what else? Everyone tell me.
We got only one life, so enjoy.
Yes. So this also we have only one life and we should enjoy. And yeah, these are all the many ideas. So here sober person is there. So that means one life enjoy. It is even too gross actually. It's too gross actually. They are really not opponent because defeating them is quite easy actually. Because there is what they are saying, it is only one life. So that is a Charvaka's philosophy. So but defeating them is very easy actually, because so law of karma is working, because we are seeing the varieties of the jivas in this material world. If it is only one life, then everyone's life should be uniform. Everyone should get all the resources equally. Everyone should be having the equal strength. So why these differences are coming in everyone? So someone's intellectual caliber is high, someone is black, someone is white, someone is red, beautiful, someone is ugly, someone is rich, someone is poor. So why all these are all happening? So because there is some certain principle you should accept behind this. That is nothing but the law of karma. So that is nothing but, so something is carrying forward, or carrying something is carried by this living entity who is taking birth. That person, whatever that baby, so is carrying something, so which is coming from the past. Definitely should accept that. So that's why, because of that parameter only, so it is getting the certain family and certain lifestyle and certain beauty, certain intellectual caliber, and these are all not selected by us. These are all given to us. So who are giving those? So something you have to accept, some factor you should accept. That factor is nothing but what? Law of karma. So that means when you accept law of karma, then there is a possibility of you have to accept the previous life also. So that's a defeating Charvaka is quite easy. But here the point is what? Here who is the really strong opponent? Someone is saying that the result of the karma is permanent. So that means they are also accepting permanent thing. What you are also accepting permanent thing. You want to accept permanent thing as a ultimate benefit. So they are showing, yes, we are also accepting permanent thing. So that is nothing but the Swarga. You go to the Swarga and drink the Somarasa, and then you will be getting the Amritam. That means your life is eternal there. So like that, they are saying. So that's why their view point is also looks very, very valid. Don't take very weak opponent. Then defeating is also very easy. So you don't need to write such a difficult sutra. So, but Vedavyas is taking the really very strong opponent actually. What we will do? So we will take these simple opponents. So you have to take opponent. So such a opponent very strong, and also you can find some kind of unreason as a reason for them, for that opponent. So that means you have to find strong opponent where he is getting the reason also, but actually that is not reason, that is not improper reason, but it looks like proper reason, and such a reason should be our hetu. So such a hetu should be supporting that opponent. Take such a powerful opponent, then there will be thrilling actually. You should fight with the opponent, really strong opponent, not that the lunjupunj. So someone is very weak.
जल्दी काम हो जाएगा गुरुजी,
Huh?
जल्दी काम हो जाएगा.
Jaldi काम हो जाएगा. What is then you cannot then defeat the obstacles, real opponents in the society. So after learning the Brahma Sutras, you should be sufficient enough. That means you should be sufficient enough in the knowledge to defeat such opponents. So, but actually, unfortunately, nowadays the present society is so dull, and who didn't study the even Vedas and Upanishads, and they didn't misunderstand that. So even they don't know at all actually. Forget about the misunderstanding the Upanishads. They don't know Upanishads at all. They don't know the Aranyakas at all. Then such a people, if you have in your society, it is very, very easy actually to convincing them, because they don't know anything. But here really the opponents are not Vedanta. Actually, in the present society, who are really opponents for us? Materialistic people. Materialistic people are opponents, especially where you can find that means some kind of debate. So just I'm taking this class little general, so I will be covering also. So just I want to make you thoughtful. So Vedanta Sutras are written in such a way. So we are just trying to find the various possible opponents and defeating them through the sutras systematically. This work we are doing. So in the present day society, so who are the really ruling the society? Who are the major opponents for us? For spreading the Krishna consciousness?
Karmis, Advaitis.
Karmis also not real karmis. Karmis means who know. Karmi means who are following the Varnashrama Dharma for the sense gratification, are known as karmis. Even we don't have such a people in the society.
Some scientists, some, not all scientists, but some paradigm of science go like that are against the principles of Krishna consciousness. Some like
Scientists, yeah, some scientists, yes, they are some extent. And else, whom you find?
Atheists and impersonalists.
Impersonalist, not really impersonalist nowadays, because they don't know impersonalism also clearly.
Atheists.
Sorry.
Who are really who are really influencing the society majorly? Scientists are one thing, and who else?
Asuras. Demons.
Asuras. Who are those?
Those who want to enjoy more and more and kill others who don't give them enjoyment.
Yeah, can you specifically
Explain.
So actually, you can see now major opponents are so-called liberalist, capitalist, communist, socialist, rightist, leftist. These are the really holding actually major power in the society. So based upon this principle, people trying to make the groups. We are all democratics. So we are one. We are not. We are all the. We following the constitutionalism. So that's why we are one. So this is the principle actually dividing the now present world. Actually, the present world is divided by these things actually, and they are trying to achieve in the society some idealistic society, like everyone should be equally given importance. That means equalism. Everyone should be given with the freedom. That means liberalism. So that means liberty. So freedom and equality and also sovereignty. So these are the really very hot topics actually in the present day society. All political parties are coming with their own agendas. So if you join with us, you can enjoy these things. Like we are party and we support, even you are from any other minorities. So we also giving the scope for you. So let us join with us. And then we are trying to make them as our value, as a group. And some people are saying that property is belonging to everyone. So let us make one group. So material life only everyone is focusing, but in that also material life, they are having certain principles actually. They are following certain principles. Based upon that, they are dividing the society and they are trying to fight each other societies. So actually, this is the major hurdle actually in the present day society. But Krishna consciousness is the realism actually. Krishna consciousness is the realism actually, where you can find the fine, that means fine details. As a soul, we are all equal, and bodily we are different. That's why Varnashram system along with so Krishna consciousness is the perfect solution actually. So these are the principles present today is needed. Society has to be, that means everyone wants to bring the equality. That means universal peace, worldwide peace they want. So, but how to bring this? So how to equate everyone? On what basis you can equate? So what is the basic principle to equate everyone? So that is on the level of the soul. But they are trying to equate so artificially outwardly without any standard base. So then that's why there is a always failure in that to bring the equality among all. So there is a problem. So that's why I am just saying we may read the few sutras, but your brain has to function to push your idea, that is Krishna conscious idea. So for this, who are the opponents? That means what kind of question? That means samshaya. And who is opponent? And what is the hetu for that opponent's view? So he is presenting some hetu. Knowing that, then after that you have to give the refutation for that with the proper explanation from the Bhagavatam or the Vedanta Sutras. So such a actually systematic idea. So your brain has to function in that direction. So that is the just I want to inspire all of you to take up this methodology. That means some Vishaya, Samshaya. So after that, Purva Paksha, Siddhanta Paksha, and so Nirnaya, this thing. So anyway, we'll come to the present day topic. So there here, Ato Brahma Jignasa. So after that, Anantaram is said, okay. So then after that, Anantaram, what Anantaram? After what? After the associating the devotees. After associating the sadhus. Sadhus also two types are said. Ataha. Ataha means the results of the karma are the temporary. And also Brahman is what? Is the only the one and only cause which can give the permanent happiness. So therefore, so Brahman has to be inquired. This is the concept meaning actually we got. So then Purvapakshi's idea we have to refute. So to refute Purvapakshi's ideas, we took from the Chandogya Upanishad. So Chandogya Upanishad, what is the Purvapakshi ideas? The result of the karma is permanent, they are saying. But result of the karma is not at all permanent, because Chandogya Upanishad is saying that so the result of the karma is perished. Lokaha kshiyate. That means punya. So what is saying Chandogya Upanishad? So tat yatheha karma chito lokaha kshiyate. Next also we have seen there is one more Mundaka Upanishad also. From the Mundaka Upanishad also we have seen. So these results of the karma are temporary. So that's why So Brahman is only the one which can give the permanent happiness. Tad vijnanardham, to know about that, one has to undergo, take the shelter of the Guru. So like that it is said, there also we understood the results of the karma are temporary. And also we should know that Brahman is permanent. Then karma, result of the karma is not permanent. Then what is permanent? So which for what is that? Then Purvapakshi last, then we are saying that permanent one is not the result of the karma, but the Brahman. So how to say that? Taittiriya Upanishad is saying Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma. That means Brahman is Satyam, means eternal. And also Anando Brahma. That means Brahman is fully blissful. So like that you established Brahman is blissful and also permanent. So that's why if you inquire about that Brahman, then what will happen? You will be happy. So that's why one has to inquire about Brahman. This is the point we brought. And not only Brahman, no, also Bhagavan also is possible. That also we explained from the Shweta Shataropanishad. So from there we have seen, so this Brahman is also realized in the form of, so Bhagavan. So he is having the unlimited powers, like that we have discussed. Then also we discussed Gopala Tapani Upanishad. From that, this Bhagavan is going to give the eternal bliss. This Bhagavan is not because of the imposing the Maya on it. Generally, Bhagavan concept, how they take Mayavadis. So Maya Pratibimbita Chaitanyam is equal to Ishwaraha. Like that they take. That means when so Brahman is imposed, then Brahman is reflected on Maya, then that is nothing but the Ishwara. Like that they take. But so that is not correct. That is not correct, because so Gopala, anyway, we'll discuss that systematically in the future. So we are saying that this Bhagavan is not out of the Maya, but he is also eternal. That we are just giving the reference from the Gopala Tapani Upanishad. So this much we are convincing, we are trying to convince the opposite party. This is the simple thing is happening. And now one more point is, so here we are going to discuss today a few more points. Atha means what we took, after we took. After what? Tell me after what? Sudarshan Prabhu. After what?
After getting the association of sadhus.
After getting the association of the sadhus. Yes. So someone is saying, why you are taking after association of the sadhus? Why don't you take after successfully accomplishing the karma? This much if I say, what kind of problem you will be getting? If I say successfully accomplishing his duties, he should inquire about the Brahman. If I say like this, what problem will come? Tell me. Why you have to take after association of the devout sadhus? After successful accomplishment of the karma, one, that means karma is done. Now I will do the inquiring about the Brahman. I will say like this. So what problem?
Because sadhu already studied the Brahma Sutra and he knows that Brahman is blissful, he is permanent, he is eternal. That's why that's why we can know from a sadhu that we should inquire about Brahman.
Okay. Anyone?
We should think in authorized way. As we hear, we should think.
Okay. What else? What my point is, why we have to take after associating the sadhus? Why don't we take after successful completion of? Why don't we take after successful completion of the karma? They should inquire about the Brahman. This way I will take. Now that means Grihastha life is done. Then after that, so one will be inquiring about the Brahman. Like that I will take.
It's stated in Gita Upanishad, Tadvidhi Pranipatana. At first you should get association.
Okay, next who else? This is some extent, but I want exact answer.
Prabhu, already this Adhikarana is started for the Brahmajik. This is Adhikarana is called Brahmajikya Adhikarana. that first beginning only we said that we are going to discuss about Brahman.
So, क्या हो गया?
Oh, the
So
also,
What I'm asking, so atha means after what? After associating the sadhus we took in the explanation of sutra. Why we have to take after associating the sadhus? Why don't you take that after successful completion of his work?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Charan Prasangat Mama Vidya Sangha. If we get the association of sadhus, then gradually increase our Shraddha.
Two things, Prabhu. Maybe they have one is that karma is temporary. Second is lack of understanding whatever they have read in Vedas.
Okay.
Okay, not connected.
Usually we think that sadhu sangha is like you receive shiksha guru, so you should be under guidance always.
You are telling after sadhu sangha what happens, but actually point is, why don't we consider here after means after successful completion of karma? So if we take like this, that means here after means after successful completion of the karma. If you take without Jivatma cannot, it's impossible for Jivatma to inquire about Brahman, absolute truth, because infinite times, that means infinite or otherwise unlimited years, if you work, if you keep on accomplishing your karma, if you're doing, that will never lead to inquiring about Brahman until and unless if you don't get the association of the sadhus, right? This is the fundamental point. Our devotion from the beginningless Jivatma is not having the knowledge about the Paratattvam, that means absolute truth. So what is the phenomena? Why we are in this material world? What is the phenomena?
Because we are selfish.
Not Paratattva Jnana.
Because Jivatma is not having the knowledge about the absolute truth. And that's why Jivatma is caught by the Maya. Step by step, you have to remember this step by step. First step where you should start, Jivatma is having the absence of Paratattvam, absence of the knowledge about Paratattvam. This is the first line. In every batch, I explain this. So you also new people are there here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people are there. 5, 6 people are there. 6 devotees are new. You all write it. So other 3, 4 they know already. So but remaining 6 they don't know. So that's why please. So write it what? First step is what? You should understand the phenomena. If you what is that phenomena? Jivatma from the beginningless. That means you don't know when it is started. Beginningless said means you should not on that day or on that moment you should not take like that. Beginningless. So that's why there is no beginning day. Jivatma is not having the knowledge about Paratattvam. Okay? Paratattvam means absolute truth. Then what happened? Maya captured that Jivatma. What Maya did? Maya covered. So Jivatma's Swarupa Gnanam, that means Jivatma's own knowledge by Agnanam. By Agnanam. Okay? Ignorance. Agnanam means ignorance. Then Jivatma not able to know who am I, because it lost his identity is covered by the ignorance of the Maya. Then Maya did one more thing. Maya gave body to that. And Jivatma started thinking about himself as body. So Jivatma got the reverse knowledge. Reverse knowledge. That means reverse knowledge means I am body. So this is the reverse knowledge. Then after this, Jivatma is all the time getting the different bodies and suffering in this material world, life after life, life after life. And it is doing so many activities, karma. And based upon the karma, it is getting the different bodies. So changing bodies like this. It is doing the varieties of the karma. And it is getting the varieties of the bodies. So, what is the solution now? Where is the problem? You want to defeat Maya? Where the problem started? Gauri Mataji, tell me now. Where problem started to Jivatma? What is the fundamental root problem for Jivatma?
Not having the
thinking.
knowledge of Paratatma. Not
Gauri
having
Mataji.
the knowledge about Paratatma.
Are
Jivatma is having the absence of knowledge about Paramatma.
Paratattvam.
Paratattvam. Sorry, Prabhu.
Paratattva means absolute truth. Jivatma is not having the knowledge. Absence means not having the knowledge of the Paratattvam. So that is the fundamental problem actually with the Jivatma. Now, if this Jivatma wants to come out from the clutches of the Maya, then what it has to do? It has to get the knowledge about Paratattvam. Yes, it has to inquire about Paratattvam. It has to inquire about the Brahman. It has to inquire about the Brahman, Brahma Jignasa, it has to do. So how it starts? If it start doing the karma again and again, can it come to the understanding that I should inquire about the Brahman? Can it realize by itself by doing the karma again and again? Millions of lifetimes, even if it does, it cannot. Then only the one solution, sadhu sangha. When it associate sadhu, who knows about the absolute truth. So when it associate, then only it can know about the Paratattvam. Then it will try to gain knowledge by following the various sadhanas, either Gnana sadhana or the Bhakti sadhana. By following the various sadhanas, it will gain the knowledge about the, that way Bhakti Gnanam. Knowledge means here, we don't think that knowledge means only the Brahma Gnanam. Knowledge means Bhakti Gnanam also. So inquiring about the absolute truth and knowing about the absolute truth. Absolute truth can be seen in the form of Krishna or in the form of Brahman also. So when it gets the, that means if you are knowing the beautiful form of the Krishna, it is also knowledge, but it is Bhakti Gnanam, Ishvara Gnanam, Bhagavad Gnanam. So this is also Bhakti. So many times we think that, oh, he's too much studying of the Bhagavatam knowledge. Arey bhai, knowledge is what? Is the Bhakti actually. It's another, anyway, that is another problem. So reading Bhagavatam, studying and knowing about the Bhagavan is also a knowledge. It is a devotion actually. It's a complete misconception. That is, since Jivatma is not knowing about the Bhagavan, Bhagavan's features, Bhagavan's Leela, Guna, Rupa, and Nama. Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. These things you are not knowing, that's why you are here. Knowing, and as much as you know, that much you are relieved from the Maya. Because Maya is catching, that much you will be getting the Shraddha, that much you will be getting the then surrenderance towards the Lord. As much as you get the knowledge about the Lord, that much you will surrender. So that surrenderance will release you from clutches of the mind. So that is a fundamental problem. He is not knowing about the supreme truth, absolute truth. So then how will come to know? By the sadhu sangha. That's why atha means what you took? What you took? After associating sadhus. Understood? Otherwise, okay, 1 second. Otherwise, this Jivatma never turn towards the Supreme Truth and never come to know about the Supreme Lord. It's impossible. Jivatma by itself, it cannot. By doing the infinite lifetimes karma also, it will never get the. It will never come to know about the absolute truth. Okay, sadhu sangha. Without sadhu sangha, it's impossible to get the inquiry about it, because you don't know Brahman is there also.
Maybe say that sadhu sangha means diksha, initiation.
Sadhu sangha means associating the devotees. Then after that, you are hearing from them about the absolute truth. Then whoever is favorable to you means whomever you like, you can accept them as a bona fide spiritual master, as a guru. Everything comes under the sadhu sangha.
So may we conclude that you should study Vedanta Sutra after Diksha?
It's not that. Actually, your main point is atha means after. After what? Why don't you take after full successful completion of the karma? One should inquire about the Brahma Jignasa. So, but if you take like that sentence, if you frame, that means one should inquire about the Brahman after successful completion of karma, if you say, but instead of saying the after associating the sadhus, then this statement will be the incomplete. Even after successful completion of the karma, you cannot come to know about the Brahman, because without association of the sadhus, you cannot inquire about the, it's impossible to inquire about the Brahman. Okay, that's the main point. That means without sadhu sangha, it is impossible to inquire about Brahman. That is the point.
Because you should inquire from someone.
Yeah, whoever is having the bhakti, from them only you can get bhakti. Whoever is knowing about the Brahman, from them only you can, with their association only you can come to know about the Brahman. But you, by your own activities, by your own karma, you cannot come to know. By successful accomplishment of karma, you cannot come to know.
So inquiring means two.
Inquiring means two.
One ask and second answer.
No, inquiring means, so answer means why answer?
One should ask questions and second one, sadhu, should give answers.
Sadhu, he will give. Sadhu means he is a sadhu. No? Sadhu will give answer, otherwise he is not sadhu. Okay, next point is, that means atha means you should not take here. So after successful completion of karma, why you should not take? Because if you take like that, and if you don't take the after associating the sadhus, so but without associating sadhus, one cannot inquire about the Brahman, because one cannot come to the point that I should inquire Brahman and Brahman is there. So such an understanding he'll never get without associating of the sadhus. Tas sunyanam api satyadi Bhutanam satprasangam vina taddarshanacha. But one more point. Even if you don't accomplish karma successfully, that means you didn't do your duties in your life fully. You are in the half. As a Gruhastha, you have to fully complete your all duties, but you didn't complete all your duties, but you got in between the sadhus association. Will you start inquiring about the Brahman or not? Brahman or Bhagavan, whatever. For example, you didn't finish all your duties, household duties. As a wife, you finished everything. As a husband, did you finish everything? So no, but still. As a son, did you finish everything, all your duties? No, but still you came in association of the sadhus, and you are started inquiring about him, about the absolute truth. Yes or no? So that's why, so here 2 points. Even after successful completion of the karma, one without associating sadhus, one will not come to know. And also, there is no need to successful completion of the one's karma So even one didn't successfully completed his karma, but in between also, if he get the association of the sadhus, so definitely he can inquire about the Brahman. That means what it, from these two statements, associating with the sadhus is only the cause. It is completely independent from the karma, is only the cause to inquire about the Brahman. You understood or not? So because Vedanta Sutra goes like that, it always digs, actually digs. You have to get methodology of the, you have to get the brain thinking. Your brain should function like that. That's why if you learn even 2 sutras, your brain should function in that way. That is enough. Then you can read yourself also so many sutras. How he said, that means association of the sadhus. So this is the only the cause to inquire about the, it is after this only one can inquire. So because karma, completion of karma or the not completion of karma, both cases are, so association of sadhus is not at all dependent on these two. So to lead to the inquiring of the Brahman. So that's why after means what you took after associating the sadhus. This is established. Okay, is it clear? Next, someone is saying after nacha nitya vivekadi sadhana chatushtaya sampatyanantaryam shakyam vaktum. So someone is saying he is a really foolish person. Such an opponent is coming to us. What he is saying, after knowing the what is permanent and what is not permanent, so what is the highest beneficial sadhana? So after getting this knowledge, then we should inquire about Brahman. So someone is saying like this. Then what? That means after knowing about the permanent and temporary objects, after getting the knowledge about the permanent things, permanent objects, and the temporary objects, and also after knowing about the in detail, full details, after knowing the highest beneficial sadhana, then one should, after that one should inquire about Brahman, like that he said. But what is the problem if you take like this? Are sadhu sangha, without sadhu sangha, how one will come to know about the what is permanent and what is impermanent? This kind of knowledge will he get just by in this material world keep on doing his karma, and he didn't get any association of the devotees. Simply can he get this kind of knowledge, what is real and what is unreal? Kirtida Mataji.
Prabhu, just a question. When you're doing the preaching activities, sometimes some devotees, I don't know if it is that called sadhu sangha, in the street they give Bhagavad Gita to people, and they're not actually doing sangha of devotees, but they happen to read few pages of Bhagavad Gita. Is that called sadhu sangha?
Sadhu sangha you want? Sadhu sangha means if sadhu went someplace, he touched maybe some table there, bench is there in the railway station or bus station. He touched bench and someone came and touched. This is also sadhu sangha. Sadhu sangha means what you are understanding. It's a very powerful. Just devotee came in front of the non-devotee. Non-devotee get darshan of the devotee or sadhu is also sadhu sangha. He didn't speak anything.
But usually by sangha we means attachment.
No, that sangha is different. Here sangha means so just association. So here sadhu sangha Just anyway, you people asked this. So Sadhu Sangha maybe in the previous life can happen. Sadhu Sangha in this life also can happen, or Sadhu Sangha indirectly also can happen. So Sadhu Sangha means what? Just getting darshan of the sadhu, or hearing sadhu, or touching the sadhu, or seeing the sadhu, or what is it? Smelling the sadhu, or anything actually. This is sadhu sangha. It's not that you have to read you have to sit with him and associate and get the instructions. This is sadhu sangha. No, that is all. So that much is not defined as sadhu sangha. Even just sadhu touch something, and sadhu's dust, he's walking and his dust fell on that road, and your feet also touch directly that drop of the that's a dust particle, and that dust particle touched you. Sadhu sangha is over.
Which kind of sadhu you speak about?
Madhyamadikari. In the case of devotion, sadhu means Madhyamadikari. Okay. So sadhu sangha is very, very vague term. Vague term means it's very, very bold actually. It's very. So if someone is not having any offenses, just he touched the place where sadhu touched, immediately he will become devotee. And someone is having the offenses. If someone is having the offenses towards the sadhus or the holy name, and then in that case, they need just sadhu sangha is not sufficient. They need the attention of that sadhu also in that person. Krupa, what we say that attention is known as krupa. So then only they will become devotees. Like you are going on the road with the mridanga and kartal, you are loudly chanting holy name. And some of my people came outside in the window, they saw you. They got the sadhu sangha now. And someone is sleeping and they are hearing your Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So they are also getting the sadhu sangha. And someone is scolding, he's disturbing my sleep. They are offending. They are also getting the offenses. Offense towards the sadhu. So someone is giving Bhagavad Gita to going there, someone and giving Bhagavad Gita means it's not just sadhu sangha, it is krupa also. Sadhu sangha plus krupa. Okay. Next, like this. So that's why here, after means you should not take after getting the what is real and what is permanent and what is not permanent. So after getting that knowledge, so one should inquire Brahman if you say, but without associating sadhus, you cannot get that knowledge. So that's why leaving sadhu sangha and simply saying that gaining the knowledge of permanent and impermanent is also not a correct understanding. So okay, next. Tadavapta gnanaha kalu deshika bhavanusarinah sanishtadi veda trida bhavanti. Even after getting the association of the sadhus, people still three types of people are possible. Okay. So example is, they didn't get still now full shraddha in the bhakti. So that means they are having the nishtha still in the karma. They started associating sadhus, but they didn't get the full shraddha in the bhakti or gnana, whatever. Gnana is if they associate gnana and Bhakti, if you take bhaktas, if they get association of bhaktas and in bhakti, if they don't get full shraddha in the bhakti, so that means they have shraddha in somewhere. Yes. If they are not getting full shraddha in bhakti, means they are having shraddha in somewhere. So, because it is exclusive gate, either you can have shraddha in this or that. It's not that they have shraddha in both. That is not possible actually. You may have 50% shraddha in this and 50% this, but you cannot have full shraddha in both simultaneously. It's not possible. Then, because at a time you can have dependency on either of one only. So that's why, if after associating sadhus, if you are not fully having the shraddha in the Brahman or absolute truth, that means you have some shraddha in karma. So then we should say them as karma nishthaha. Those are all sanishtaha. We say sanishtaha. That means they do strictly karma also. They also do some kind of practicing of or the inquiring of Brahman. Okay. Second category people are loka samjigrukshaya tasyacharanta. They follow karma just to set example in the society, but they don't have any faith. That means they have full faith in the Brahman, but to set example they are doing the karma. Then these are all known as parinishtita. This is the second category. And third category is dhyanameva anutishta. Always they are not doing any karma and always they are in full meditation of Brahman. Then they are known as nirapekshaha. So in devotional way, if you take, when you started giving the association of your devotees, when they started getting the association of the devotees, they don't get on the next day itself, oh, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, and now I don't need to do any karma. And sorry, Krishna, Hare Krishna, leave everything, leave home, and tomorrow, next day, he is going with full faith in the Krishna. Is it happening? Is it happening or not? Sudarshan Prabhu, you are excited to go back to Godhead and fully dependent now. You are working or not?
So I'm working. Actually, I'm discussing one of my associates about.
No. Actually, what do you do in general? You are brahmachari or working?
So I'm full time in temple.
Acha, full time. So you are full time, good. So you became full time immediately, or you took some time after associating of the devotee? You took some time or not? Yes. When the devotee associated, immediately next day only you joined temple? No. Okay, anyway. He is not answering. Namruchi Prabhu, what do you say? You got the sadhu sangha, so next day onwards you surrendered everything and
No.
no, Prabhu, yeah. So we have still some, some pending thing is there in our, develop the full shraddha in the Lord. So you need job and also family and parents and also relatives. Some have to help them, and gradually, so you will be preparing yourself to be fully surrendering to the Krishna. It's not that the sarva dharman parityajya, putra dharma, pati dharma, all you left, and all parents, no parents, I don't want any connection, and I don't want wife, I don't want this, that, like that. No. We have feel responsibility or not. Yeah. So that means it's not that they like Goswamis, we completely left everything and we now fully dedicated to this. So that means we have Nishta, not fully, we are having the faith in the Lord. So some extent we have. So that's why in that case, karma nishtaha, we will be doing our karma with very faith. Yes or no? You are always going to your job and doing your duties in time and steadily. Yes. That means that's why these people are known as sanishtaha. That means they are doing karma also. They are doing trying to develop the faith in the Lord also. It is known as karma mishra bhakti. If you come to our terms, and here Vedanta Desika is saying that sanishtaha. Sanishtaha. That means they are still in faith in the karma. Sanishtaha. Okay. But yes, Namrich Prabhu, so he became a bit old and he studied a lot of Bhagavatam and got the good association of the nice devotees. And he is fully surrendered to the Lord. But there are so many followers are there to him. And abruptly he cannot leave his family life. But by consciously he is fully surrendered. He never any kind of the attachment towards his wife or towards his family, his job, nothing. He doesn't have any attachment. He is fully surrendered to the Lord, just to set example to the society he is doing, whatever the social responsibilities. Then he is known as Parinishta. He is Ananya Bhakta now. But still he is working. Just to set example, like the Pandavas, like the Bharata Maharaj, like the Dhruva Maharaj, like the Prahlad Maharaj, all these. They are already got the darshan. They experienced the Lord. Dhruva experienced. Pandavas experienced. So Prahlad experienced. There is no need to just to bear this ghastly activities like ruling the society. But still, they are always in the meditation of the Lord. They are always, every minute they are thinking about the Lord. Every moment, every second, they are always in the Krishna consciousness directly. Not through the indirect way. Directly they are so connected to the Lord. So directly means 64 limbs of the devotion. They are doing that directly. So either chanting, remembering, but just to set example in the society, they are externally following. They are known as Parinishtita. And someone is left everything. And all the time he is in the, like Haridas Thakur. It's all the time he is in the bhajan, or Shravan, or the Kirtan, like the Parishit Maharaj at the ending, 7 days. Left everything. And fully surrendered to the Lord. And 24 hours hearing, or chanting, or remembering, or worshipping, like Bharata Maharaj after leaving the kingdom. These are all known as Nirapekshaha.
Apeksha means attachment.
No, Apeksha dependence. They have no dependency on the karma. So first category people, they have dependency on the karma. Second category, they have dependency on the karma means actually they don't have any dependency, but just they are doing karma to set example for others. And third one is they left that also.
Is it Baladeva Vidyabhushana's definitions?
Yes. No. Deshika. Deshika means I think Vedanta Deshika.
Oh, Vedanta.
Vedanta Desika.
Yes.
Tirumal know as anyone. He's from south.
Yes. He is Ramanuja Sampradaya. He is from Ramanuja Sampradaya. So actually that's why after getting association of the devotees, you can find these 3 types of the people. So after getting association, so they will be, after hearing from the sadhus, they are developing Shraddha in the Lord. 100% Shraddha they didn't get till now. So then they are having the Shraddha in the karma also. They are doing the karma strictly. So that's why Sanishta, how we say, and someone is doing the karma to set the example. So then they are known as Parinishthita, and someone is completely left everything and all the time meditating on the Lord. These are known as Nirapeksha. That's why Karma Mishra Bhaktas, second two are the, so Goshtyanandi, second one is Goshtyanandi, third one is Vajnanandi. Ananya Bhaktas, two types. Goshtyanandi, Ananya Bhakta. If you translate into our language, first one is Mishra Bhaktas. That means who has some faith in the karma, who are doing the karma even after hearing. So they are developing now Shraddha. So such a people are doing the karma. So those are known as Karma Mishra Bhaktas. Almost all, we are all that category. And after associating devotees, when you develop full Shraddha, then still you are following to preach to others, to set example to the others. So you are fully dependent on Krishna, but still externally you are doing so many activities to preach. Then it is known as Ananya Bhakta, Goshtyanandi, Ananda Bhakta. Goshtyanandi, Ananya Bhakta. And someone is, they are not doing, they left complete societies, all the rules, all the dharma, and fully in the dhyana, meditation, bhajan. Then they are Bhajananandi, Ananya Bhaktas.
So there is no connection with Kanishtha, Madhyama, and Uttama.
So whoever is not getting the full Shraddha, whoever is not having full Shraddha in the Lord, and that means they are performing karma also, they are all Kanishtas. Who got the full Shraddha in the Lord, they are Madhyama and Uttama. But what is the difference between these two? Madhyama is able to explain why he is having full faith. With the Madhyama is not able to explain based upon the Shastra. So why he is having the full faith. But Uttama is able to explain.
So for us, Nirapeksha is Uttama, yeah?
It's not like that.
Not like that?
We're not understanding point actually. Here, Ananya Bhakti is there. Means they're 100% devotees, both. Who are Goshtyanandi and Bhajanandi. What difference is? Goshtyanandi is trying to preach, to set example in the society. But he is also Ananya Bhakta. He is doing karma just not for not having the faith in the Lord. For that purpose, he is not doing. He is doing the karma just to set example in the society. He is performing devotion and also to set example in the society is doing. So then it is known as, it's like a Goshtyanandi, is preaching. And who got the Ananya Bhakti, but he left everything and went. He is known as Vajnanandi. Purushottam.
Prabhuji, so our acharyas, including Srila Prabhupada, he recommended all of us to become Goshtyanandi, not Bhajananandi, isn't it?
Yes.
So our movement is preaching movement. So we should be always in like a Goshtyanandi. Though we become Uttama Adhikari, the basis for us is become always Goshtyanandi, because one become a Bhajananandi, there is always a danger like Bharat Maharaj. Isn't it?
It's not like that. There is a danger. Danger is there everywhere. So, but Prahlad Maharaj, our mood is like that. It's depend. We should not say that Bhajanandis are lower, are the.
No, not that way. Our mood is preaching mode. Correct.
Yeah, that you have to emphasize our point, not the putting finger on the others, Bhajanandis, because they are great Bhajanandis are there. And
got it. So, thank you.
Yeah, yes, bro. Bhajanandi and Goshtyanandi both are Ananya Bhaktas. What I am saying, you people should note it. That means they have full Shraddha in the Lord. So both. But you are asking what is Madhyama and Uttama. Bhajanandi is the Uttama and Goshtyanandi is the Madhyama. I am not saying like that. Both are Ananya Bhaktas. If someone is having the full Shraddha in the Lord, means Ananya Bhakta is. And who is having Ananya Bhakti? Either Madhyama Adhikari or the Uttama Adhikari. Madhyama and Uttama both are having the full Shraddha in the Lord. So that's why Madhyama Bhakta, whoever is not having such a Shraddha, they are known as Kanishta. So then they will be doing the Karma Mishra Bhakti. To do pure devotion service, yeah, Madhyama, Purna Shraddha is required. Complete Shraddha. Okay, complete Shraddha is required. So, but what is the difference between Madhyamadhikari's faith and the Uttamadhikari's faith? Uttamadhikari's faith is fully based upon the Shastras with logic. Madhyamadhikari's faith is full Shraddha only, but he cannot explain completely with the Shastric references. You're understanding? This is the difference between the, if you see the Bhakti Rasam Sindhu, it is explained that. Anyway, we'll discuss that even in the future also. Next point. Sarve hyete brahma vidyeva swabhavanusari param brahm. So now all these, so Karma Mishra Bhaktas, they will maximum go to the Karma Mishra Bhaktas even after getting the, that means their nishtha to the karma is keep on continuing and also worshipping the Lord. So such a Karma Mishra Bhaktas, what they will get maximum of what they will get, and they are offering that karma to the Lord, and also they are doing the some bhakti. So such a people maximum they will get the Vaikuntha, Salokya Mukti. That means what kind of upasana you do, based upon that you will be getting the realization of absolute truth. Either Brahman, Bhagavan, Paramatma, anything. It can be anything. That we will be discussing later.
Prabhuji, you said that Salokya definitely, Vaikuntha and Salokya, or anyone, or maybe Sarshti, Sarupya.
Yes, that is also possible. Salokya, Samipya, Sarishti, or Samipya, Salokya, Sarishti, and what is that? Sarupya. Samipya, Sarupya, Sarishti, Salokya. Anything they can.
Any of these four?
Yeah, it is having little changes based upon the upasana. It depends what kind of upasana we do.
So, but you mentioned Karma Mishra. It means only Salokya.
No, it can also lead to the others also, but the type of bhakti in a Karma Mishra Bhakti, what kind of bhakti you does, so that changes the destination.
Do you know the details?
Yeah, differences are there.
So, what kind of Karma Mishra Bhakti should be to reach Samipya?
So that depends upon the bhakti, what kind of bhakti, what kind of devotees you associate. If you associate such a devotees and such a devotion you does to reach to the Lord's closest, you want to be close to the Lord, such a devotion if you do, then you will get that. So it depends upon the association of the and type of bhakti you practice. In the Karma Mishra Bhakti element is there, na? That decides. Principle is that. Next, none wonka. Now people are saying, some people are saying, Are Atha means Atha or Om. Generally we start with anything Vedic text. We start with the Om or Atha. So Om or Atha, these two words. Nanu Omkarascha Atha Shabdascha Dvau Etau Brahmanaha Pura Kantam Bitva Vinirjitau Tena Mangalakau Ubhu. Some people are saying that, Are Atha word, why you are making this much prapancha? Here Vedavyas used the word Atha just to bring the auspiciousness. इतना दिमाग खा लिया अभी तक इतना explain करके ऐसा पूर्व पक्षी can be in between. Whenever you started explaining about your sutra, immediately he comes, raises his hands and put the question. Hey, Atha word, many times in the many scriptures it is used that for the bringing the auspiciousness. Atha means auspiciousness. So why you are doing this prapancha? Then we are saying, hey, ruko, wait. It is not for the with the mood of auspiciousness. No, we are saying iti smuteh mangale. So why we are saying it's not for the auspiciousness? Because shastra arambe sistaha vignanashaya tadu ucharanti chet maivam ishwarasya vigna ashanka grahat. Because why we don't take here Atha as the, here Vedavyas used Atha for the bringing the auspiciousness. Why don't we take like that? Because who is writing the Vedanta Sutras? The Supreme Personality of Godhead himself is writing. Where is the need for him to write, use something to bring the auspiciousness? Because he himself is auspiciousness. And he doesn't need something, someone's blessings to give the auspiciousness. So that's why here Atha word is not meant for the auspiciousness, but it is having the meaning of after. If you are myself, you are writing or I am writing, then we'll use Atha. Because, oh my dear Supreme Personality of Godhead, please, so give the all auspiciousness. So by mentioning the word, so give your auspiciousness so that I can successfully complete my book. But if Lord himself is writing, then what is the need of any auspiciousness for him to complete this book? So that's why Atha word is not carrying the meaning of auspiciousness, but it is carrying the meaning of, if we teach to the children, if I ask like this, immediately they say after, like that they will say, but you are also big. In elementary school, if I teach, I think the same thing. They will be immediately shouting. Our dignified devotees, they don't speak also at all.
Prabhuji, they are clean slate, but
sometimes I expect such a kind of reply actually. The full enthusiasm, because I put so much energy and I expect so much energy to be reflected back. That
Next
will
time
boost.
we will do that, Prabhuji.
Yeah, so this is the understanding. So I hope all of you got this. This means Tasya Ishwaratvam. So we know the Krishna Dvaipayana is Lord himself. Where is the proof? Vishnu Purana is saying Krishna Dvaipayanam Vyasam Vidhi Narayanam Prabhum. In Vishnu Purana it is said that this Krishna Dvaipayana is nothing but Narayana himself. We are not saying the Vasudev is Narayana just whimsically, but Vishnu Purana, which is eternal, that is saying. Okay. Last line. Tathapi Mangalatmakatvat Tasmat Kambu Swanadivat Tat Sambhavediti Teneva Lokapi Sangrihita Tasmat Adrushasya Prama. So then next point is Tathapi Mangalatmaka. But the Atha word is having the meaning of after. And if you take in the form of auspiciousness also, Mangalatmakatvat, it is auspicious also, it is also auspicious, but primary meaning is what you should take. So after meaning. So Mangalatmakatvat tasmat kambu swanadivat tat sambhavet iti teneva loku. So even if you take as a auspiciousness, that means after performing the Nishkam Karma Yoga, so one being auspicious, that means by performing the Nishkam Karma Yoga without any attachment, so one one has to inquire about the, so that means performing Nishkam Karma Yoga itself is auspiciousness, so that it will clean the heart, and one has to inquire about the Brahman. Like that also you can take. So, but this is okay, you can you don't need to much about this. Anyway, this much you should understand. So we'll go to the next sutra. First sutra is over. Brahma Jignasa Adhikaranam is over. First sutra means first Adhikaranam. Second Adhikaranam is Janmadhyasya Adhikaranam. So now Janmadhyasya Adhikaranam. What is this? Why this Adhikaranam? Brahma Jignasa Adhikaranam we understood. That means whenever you start Adhikaranam, first of all, there is a Vishaya, Samshaya, Puropaksha, Siddhanta Paksha, or conclusion. So these are the steps. Now we are going to the next Adhikaranam. Why this Adhikaranam? First of all, why this Adhikaranam is needed here? Next, what is the Samshaya? That means doubt. After that, Puropaksha. After that, the Uttarapaksha. This, then finally conclusion anyway. So that will be seeing. First of all, Janmadhyasya Adhikarana, why it needed? What is the need? We read the first sutra, okay. In first sutra, why we took the Janmadhyasya Adhikaranam? Sorry, Brahma Jignasa Adhikaranam. What is the proof? What is the reference to start this Adhikaranam?
Mandokya Upanishad. Yo vai bhuman.
Yo vai bhuma tat sukam nanyat sukam asti bhumaiva sukam bhuma bhuma tveva vijignasitavya. So like this, Chandogya Upanishad is saying, Atma vare drashtavya srotavya mantavya nididhyasitavyo maitreiti. So these are the Upanishad statements. In the statements we are seeing one should inquire about the Brahman. That's why by seeing these statements, you thought that there is a need of Brahma Jignasa Adhikaranam. Yes or no? You all forgot.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So now there is that means, first of all, in the Upanishads, some references needed to start any Adhikaranam, because in the Upanishad, if you feel something has to be elaborated nicely, something so has to be need some clarification. So then based upon that, so one Adhikaranam is made by the Vyasdev, so that in that Adhikarana he will be so discussing very thoroughly by considering the opponent. So and finally he is establishing the facts using that Adhikarana, so that those facts you can easily understand those Upanishads. That means if you see in the Upanishads some section is not so clear, then to make understand that section clearly, to get clear understanding on that, Vyasdev, what he did, he compiled Adhikaranas. So now what section is creating problem for us? In which Upanishad? To start this Adhikarana, Janmadhyasya Adhikarana. That is So you see, same section. Nanu purvatra bhuma shabdena cha jivam abhyupetya brahma shabdenapi tameva aha prak prana prakriyaya pati jayadi prati samsuchanaya cha tasyeva pratyayatvat bruhat jati jiva kamalasana shabdarasishu iti brahma sabdasya cha tatra rudir ityetam prantim upanetum arabaha. Why this adhikarana is started is explained in these 3 lines. Can anyone read the English? Why this adhikarana is started? Vasu. हम ही पढ़ेंगे चलो.
The infinite is bliss. There is no bliss in anything finite. Infinity only is bliss. This infinity, however, we must desire to understand. Sir, I desire to understand it. Where one sees nothing else here, nothing else. Where one sees nothing else, hears nothing else. That is the infinite. Where one sees something else, hears something else. That is the finite. The infinite is immortal. The finite is mortal. Because the context of that chapter shows that the jiva is the topic of discussion there. As this bhuma is to be inquired into, and as the first sutra refers to this text of the Upanishad. Therefore, Brahman of the first sutra must refer to the individual soul and not to Brahman.
Oh.
Yes.
Shall I
But no.
continue?
No, wait. What we are saying in the first adhikaranam, what sloka you take? Yovai bhuma you took. So there you are understanding, that means yovai bhuma tatsukam nalpe sukamasti bhumaiva sukam bhuma tu eva vijignasitavya iti bhumanam bhagavo vijignasa. This statement you took there. That means bhuma vijignasitavya. That means has to be inquired. This line you took there. And based upon this Upanishad statement, you understood that Brahma Jignasa should be done. So then after that, we have the question, and after that, Purvapaksha, to answer Purvapaksha, we formulated the sutra. So when this Brahman has to be inquired after getting the Sadhu Sangha Atha. Why? Because the result of the karma is not permanent and Brahman is only the permanent. So that's why Ataha Brahma Jignasa. You answered the Purvapakshi statements regarding this. Now, why this bhuma has to be taken as a Brahman only? Why not the jiva?
Yes.
So that kind. Why not this bhuma means jiva? That means here Brahman means in the first sutra, Brahma Jignasa means jiva Jignasa. So one may, because the word this bhuma, yovai bhuma is coming in the context of, because the context of that chapter shows that the jiva is the topic of the discussion there.
Oh.
And as this bhuma is to be inquired into, and as the first sutra refers to this text of the Chandogya Upanishad, therefore Brahman of this first sutra must refer to the individual soul. Because main point is yovai bhuma you took na. So that is in which context? That line is in the context of jiva. So that's why there bhuma means jiva. So now someone may try to take it as a jiva. Now we have to clarify that it is not jiva. Because, but even if you see in the kosha means dictionary, in the dictionary also it is given that Brahman means, the word Brahman has having multiple meanings. Brahman means bruhat, that means bigger one. Jati, Brahman is also refers to the jati. Brahman refers to the jiva. Brahman refers to the, that means lotus. Kamalasanam, that means lotus seat, asan. And next, Kamala means, okay, lotus. Asana means asan. So in these meanings, Brahman is having the multiple meanings. In that one meaning is jiva. We are giving one more proof. So that's why Bhuma or Brahman means two things. What is that? This sutra is based upon the Bhuma Yovai Bhuma. There Bhuma is context is the Jiva, and also the word Brahman in the sutra, the word Brahman is equal to another meaning is Jiva. So based upon these two reasons, you are saying maybe one may think that one has to inquire about the Jiva. So to clarify him, we are starting this Anucheda. To clarify this kind of ambiguity, we are going to start the new Anucheda. Okay, we'll discuss tomorrow. I don't know. I'm trying.
Prabhuji, can you please repeat the synonyms of Brahman, what you mentioned earlier?
Bruhat Jati Jiva Kamala Asana. You see in the text, main text. Okay, Gokulan Prabhu?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
I hope you are all trying with your full...
Vinodapalji, you said that adhikarana is synonym for sutras.
Not synonym.
Synonym.
It's a...
One type
But
of
there are few shlokas.
Prabhu, wait,
with
Prabhu.
adhikarana.
Who said? I didn't say like that. Adhikarana is synonym of sutra. We didn't say. It's a set of sutras can come as a adhikarana.
Sets of sutras.
Yes.
Set of sutras.
Sometimes one sutra also adhikarana. Sometimes many also. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
All the best. Tomorrow we'll meet. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyasya
Kripa
patitanam
sindhubhyo
pavanebhyo
vaishnava.
vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
jai. Nitai
Jai.
Gaur
Jai.
Premanandi. Hari Hari.